Welcome back to Berm Peak. I'm Seth, and today we're gonna be doing something a little bit different, but kind of the same. We've seen this bike before. This is the swing bike, and it's very weird. It's got a pivot point in the middle that lets it just kind of bend and fold over. And before we get into why it has that and why you would want it to, I should note that it's kind of broken. I took it off a staircase a long time ago and the whole pivot point bent back. And so we're gonna first start by fixing the bike, and then we're gonna take it out and I'm gonna show you how it works. And we're gonna get some people who've never ridden it before to give it a try. So what makes this swing bike a swing bike is this kind of pivot point in the center that makes it swing. It allows you to do some pretty fun tricks, and it makes the bike just fun to ride overall. As you can see though, the whole pivot point here, we'll call it the pivot tube, is bent backwards. So assuming this is a piece that we can replace, we might be able to find a new pipe, and if we can't, then we could probably heat it up and bend it back. I just really hope none of the bearings or races are damaged. So from here, we'll just take it apart and see what's inside. I've never actually gone into this before. And now we have the back end here. Okay, so this is a pretty strong pipe that fits in here, and I'm gonna see if we can bend it. This is a lot of leverage, but it's not enough. Oh yeah, not even close. I mean, this bar is just bending. It's not really strong enough. Yeah, how do we do this?
I'm thinking double strap.
Double strap, and how's that gonna work?
So a strap would be holding the bike in place against something, and we use a ratchet strap to pull the other piece back straight.
What do we attach it to? Like the trailer hitch of my car or something? Okay, I hate this. So let's get set up and give it a try. I'm just gonna put some safety glasses on. Oh, the gator's just moving forwards. I gotta lock the brake better. It doesn't like this. It's just pulling the gator. Just stomp on the brake. Yeah, I don't like that. Let me let up and see if it's bent back. It looks pretty bent back to me. At this, we gotta just go like a hair further. I think that's it. That's as far as we're gonna get it before we break something. All right, I say we did that pretty safely and efficiently. Nothing could have gone wrong. All right, so we're gonna put this all back together, take a look at it, and then bring it out someplace where I can show you more about it. All right, she's back together. Me looking at it right now, I can sort of tell it's bent, but just barely. Everything you do with this is awkward. All right, so we're gonna go into Squatch here and see if anybody wants to try the swing bike. Yo, James, can I interest you in a broken collarbone?
I already have rheumatoid arthritis and you want to give me a broken collarbone?
So I got a swing bike outside.
Oh dear God.
You ready?
Are you?
Just trust it. Just trust it. You're going fast enough. Pedal. Right now, start pedaling. You got it. Just commit, James.
So swing bikes have a little bit of a learning curve. And so James is currently trying to figure out how to turn right.
All day.
I think you figured out how to ride it. Learning how to swing it is a whole different story.
Oh,
That
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
goes
yeah.
naturally.
I'm happy I made a turn. I'm glad I didn't just go straight into the gravel and die.
Let's see if Hodge wants to try
Yeah, if Hodge wants to try it. Have you ever tried one?
Never even heard of it.
Good luck.
I'll be honest, it looks like a hospital trip, but I'll give it a shot.
Just a bicycle.
Yeah, you say that.
Oh, he's got a problem.
Yeah.
James is pissed because he got right on the bike and started riding it. Once you realize that it's nothing to be scared of, it's really not that bad. But actually swinging it definitely takes some time.
Oh, it is first try of success.
Hey, you survived your first trip on a swing bike, so that's good. Howdy. Just kick your hip out. Ooh, there it goes. Hey, it's not as difficult to ride as the half bike. So Pat's been riding for about 5 minutes and he's really starting to get a feel for it. I'm curious to see how tight you can go around one of the poles.
Yeah, I've got this.
Yeah, you got this. Yeah, that's how you start figuring it out. So the swing bike definitely has a learning curve. To be completely honest, I can't remember the first time I sort of got it. I think it was rather quickly, but I had like, let's say an hour to ride the swing bike. Like I got to actually take it on a ride. James and Hodges took it for, I don't know, 5 minutes each, and they were able to just feel comfortable riding it around circles, but not necessarily swinging it. I'd say for most people, that's probably 45 minutes, hour on the bike. So how do you ride a swing bike? The first step to riding a swing bike is just figuring out how to get on it and pedal and not fall over. The trick to that is to push out so that the bike doesn't want to pivot and then get a feel for it. Once you realize that there's nothing to be scared of and the bike isn't just going to fold over, then you'll start to feel comfortable on the swing bike. You'll start swinging a little bit. Start steering left to right. And then what you're just gonna find yourself doing is leaning over more and more and more. Just like a unicycle, it's hard to come up with tips and tricks about how to ride it. It's more about time in the saddle. I'd say once you've ridden a swing bike for about 10 minutes, you're gonna feel safe on it. You're not gonna feel like you're gonna fall over. And by the time you're about 45 minutes in, you're gonna be kind of swinging from left to right. If you wanna do those tight little circles or those tricks where you swing your legs over the top tube and pedal from the other side, I don't know, maybe a few hours, maybe a few days. It depends on how daring you are, how willing you are to fall over. Let's face it, you're not gonna be going 35 miles an hour on a swing bike unless you take it down a hill. So I just figured something out. This is a terrible mountain bike. So the thing with the swing bike is it's not a good bike. It's not good for bike things. It's not good for getting around town. It's not good for going fast. It's probably not even that good for fitness. But what it is good for is having fun. And so you have to have a certain lifestyle and a certain situation to consider purchasing one of these and expect to get even close to any use out of it. Right now, this spends most of its life just sitting in my storage unit because we live in Asheville, and in Asheville, there's tons of hills, roads are harrowing. You don't want to be riding a swing bike everywhere. On a greenway like this, it's fun, but I'm not gonna go and take the swing bike out every day because it attracts attention. Now, with all that being said, the swing bike isn't just a way to show off. It's actually very fun. When you really learn to ride it, you start to do it in such a way where you're not steering with the handlebars, you're just swinging your hips out and making the back of the bike turn. The front of the bike is just leaning over, and they know people ride them like that, and so that's why these are equipped with Kenda conniption tires. So there's tread all the way around the tire onto the sidewall because they know that sidewall is going to be just gripping into the ground when you have it leaned over. Now, I thought long and hard about what my weirdest bike is, and I'm pretty sure it's this swing bike. I have an off-road unicycle, and somewhere laying around, I have a giant BMX bike with 4-inch wide tires. But this is definitely my weirdest bike because it has a pivot point in the middle of the frame that makes it look like it would be impossible to ride. It's just completely ridiculous. This is a legitimately hard bike to ride. It turns heads everywhere. It is definitely our weirdest bike. So I'm glad we were able to pump up the tires, bend the frame back, and get the swing bike back to tip-top condition. But if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Berm Peak Express for other cool bike stuff, especially mountain bike stuff. And thanks for riding with me today. I'll see you next time.
We gotta fix your skateboard, dude. Bringing it back.